Fitzy Robbo lamented that you guys probably won the physicality battle early in the first half, and that proved crucial tonight. What impressed you the most? At that start, you seemed to be really on it, especially with the ball in hand in the first half.
We played. Played intense. I think. So did they. I didn't think it was clear cut that way. I thought they'd showed up, and whoever was winning the field position battle early was getting the upper hand, and we got that. We got enough of that early to sort of take a bit of energy out of them, if you will. But now we looked up and about tonight. Sorry, I thought we had a good energy about us, and a good spirit, and thought that showed out.
Are you glad as a coach that you can win games in different ways? Like, they came back, a few errors to start the second half, but you guys didn't panic, with a few crucial plays, and then kick clear to win it by 13?
Yeah, we've had a number of different ways of winning this year, where we've been out in front, teams come back, got away with it in the end, and that's the competition. It just seems to have these momentum swings at the moment, where you get in control and you dominate, and then it quickly switches back the other way. And when the quality of opponent is as strong as theirs, you're never comfortable. Like, even though we're playing really well, it wasn't entirely comfortable.
Had a lot to play for with Adams 200s, but the young man on debut, how special was that score on the try?
Yeah, we just talked about it now. It was obviously special for Ads last week, and then this week, guys. Just a mark of consistency, isn't he? So, and then Chrissy V debut and then try. We saw the energy that put through the team. I thought that was a really important moment. And old mate playing. Again, he was cooked last week with an infection, didn't train all week, and then gets out tonight and throws out 80. So it's like, plenty to celebrate. But still more work to come. Still tidying up some areas, but can't fault the effort and spirit, because that was a tough game tonight.
What did you like about Chris's defence in the second half? Because they were going after him in that first half, had a bit of joy, but in the second half, seemed to shut it down quite well. Yeah,
a couple of adjustments there on his positioning, and it's a lot to take in. Like, you found out a couple of days ago he's playing. It's not ideal, the preparation that you would have liked, the whole week, and work on things and train things. So had to make some adjustments, but he's an intelligent kid, and he did that, and I thought he handled it pretty well.
Fitz, is Blayke Brailey the form hooker of the NRL at the moment?
Oh, I hope people are saying that about him. It feels like it. He's obviously he's been our player of the year the last 2 years, so we feel like he's consistent, but it's nice that he's getting some acknowledgement, and probably the most important thing is what he's doing for our halves. I think he's actually, the spine is starting to organise and get that better.
I know you say he's been consistent, he's been player of the year for the last 2 years, but it feels like in the last 2 months though he's sort of gone to another level. I don't know if you agree, but he looks a lot more confident. I know there's always the joke about him running down dummy half, but you're getting the roll on, he's able to a bit more. But do you feel like he's gone to another level the last 2 months?
Look, he's I just think he's underestimated, has been, and now all of a sudden people are onto it. Like, we've been playing far stronger footy in the last couple of years, and no one's noticed him. So we haven't been playing that good the last 6 weeks, and everyone's talking about Blayke. So it doesn't make sense to me that way. But I've got to say, he's obviously stepping up, and he's added to his game. That's for sure. I think that's it'd be a nice compliment for a kid that's busted his backside for 120 games straight, and now getting some recognition. Mate, he's a good kid.
Cam, as a hooker by trade, how have you seen Blayke, I guess, take what Fitz talking about there, maybe a little bit more leadership there in the spine type of role, and guiding things a bit more there?
Yeah, just like backing up what Fitz said, like in these walls, like Blayke's, what he means to us, we can't really say highly enough, but the way our game works is when he runs and makes a line break, he's playing good footy. Well, he's been playing good footy for 4 years, but those highlight moments are what everyone's looking at now, and he has them, plus all the little stuff he does for our team. So, if I played hooker and he plays hooker, I didn't play hooker. I'm nowhere near that level of capability. So, lucky to have him.
Fitz, I know you said yesterday you're not looking too far ahead, but this was one of those 4-point games, right? 2 teams locked on 22 points. How important was this for your push towards the top 8, and are you confident you can get a bit of a run on now going into August and September?
We can't afford to. Like, the comp's too tight to look at the end of the year for us, and Mate, we just simply had to go back to the basics of what we value, and we've done that for a couple of weeks now. But the quality of opponent in front of us tonight was like we weren't hung on the outcome for us, because they're good. That's a good side. There are 5 Origin players in that team. We had to perform. The outcome's nice. It's really nice. Like, I'm not going to shy away from the fact we needed to win and got to win, but it was we needed to perform with some consistent attributes that we shown last week and back it up. So, in theory, the outcome would take care of itself, and it did tonight. But it's not. We've got to keep at it. It's still not there.
And 2 things looking ahead for next week. How's Britain? Any concerns about Blayke put on report for that tackle?
What do you think?
It really doesn't matter what I think.
It's the old throwaway line. I didn't think as much, but anyway, I don't know. But it's probably. I felt like the actual assistance from the 2 guys up top made it the angle a little bit worse than it probably was, but I don't think it was much. But Billy obviously didn't come back on, so what that looks like, I'm not sure.
Fitz, just got to ask. You mentioned Cam, he was ill last week. He's sitting there with blood all over his face, beaten up. Over this past period, I guess ever since you've worked with him at the club, how important is he keeping this all together and keeping you guys from, over the past month or so, where you mentioned not great footy, into a performance like tonight?
Yeah, I've relied on Cam a lot. I feel like we challenge each other on certain things, and he's been dirty on himself for the last sort of period of leadership, but that's not how I feel. I feel like he's actually been super consistent. The boys revere him. To lose Dale Finucane last year and have I had both of them, and then for Cam to just assume that role and take it over with both hands, it's been a pleasure to work alongside him. And then like tonight, I don't have time to talk you through his last couple of weeks, but to play 80 on and go after it. Like, he didn't just play 80, he wasn't existing at any point, he's going after it. So there's a special guy, a special player.
Can you talk us through your last few weeks? So what, you went to hospital? In all seriousness, you went to hospital on game day last week, right, to get.
Yeah, I think didn't Blayke Brailey say in the media last week everything, and
he may have. Maybe I didn't hear it.
Yeah, no.
In all seriousness, like, what was this week like for you? Because are you still crook at the moment?
No, I'm fine. I just had a boil there, and then got it cut, but just they looked after me this week so that it wouldn't get worse. And then, but tonight I was fine. Like, energy's fine, everything's fine.
Too humble. It got way worse. He got it sorted again, and he's just tough enough to deal with it and turn up and do what he did tonight. So he's too humble, honestly.
Has there been any point in the last 2 weeks, Fitz, where you've considered, like, you thought he wouldn't play, or
no,
just because of who he is, essentially?
Yeah. Oh, he tried to hide it from me last week, so I wouldn't doubt him.
I also didn't want everyone to know how to boil too.
Cam, Fitz mentioned that you were dirty on your leadership aspects there. What was that referencing? Do you know? He wasn't dirty, but you were.
About what he's dirty about. He's just got it done. He's just too hard on himself. Yeah.